Hi guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to set up Nyushu emulator. In case you don't know what is Nyushu emulator, Nyushu emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator which lets you emulate Nintendo Switch games. Now I'll be installing the game, the app itself, or the emulator. First, like me, here is the APK file. You can simply get yours from the official website, which I recommend you do. I'll now be installing the app. Okay. I'll now actually be installing the app. Sorry about that. I'll be installing the app now. I'll skip this part so you don't need to wait. Okay, we are now back. Nyushu emulator has now been installed. You'll need to open up the app. Then you'd notice this interface looks very different to Yuzu because this is either a clone of Tsuyu or Yuzu emulator. Then it'll ask you welcome, learn how to set up Nyushu and jump into emulation. Click get started. They'll ask you for notifications, grant the notifications permission. Then Nyushu will ask you allow Nyushu emulator to send notifications. Click allow. Then you will need to import your prod keys and title keys. Unfortunately, I won't be giving you the link for the prod keys and title keys because that will violate YouTube. But I will now be importing my prod keys. If you do not have prod keys, then you cannot run your games. As you can see, I have my prodkeys.net.v19.0.0 folder. This is also where I store my ROMs. Click the prod keys. When you're done installing your prod keys, they'll ask you to import your games. Make sure you have a distance game folder in order to import your games. Like me, what you just saw what I did, I had two of my games. We are now back into the same one. This is the same folder I used for my prod keys. I'll now click use this folder. I'll say allow Nyushu emulator to access files in prodkeys.net/v19.0.0. This will let Nyushu access current and future content stored in this folder. Click allow. Then they'll say add game folder. Click deep scan. Then click OK. Done. Enjoy your games Nyushu emulator. Then say click continue. Now you have your games. If you want to do some configuration, you can go to the settings, controls. Here you can change your control type to Pro Controller, dual Joy-Cons, left Joy-Cons, and right Joy-Cons, and held Joy-Cons. The interesting part is you can even do GameCube, which I don't think will neither be compatible. I will be using handheld. There is also as well vibration on Pacific games. Now, the very interesting part is you can also go to the advanced settings system. Here you can change the speed depending on your game is going very slow, or you can either change the graphics. Either if you want your game is way too high quality, you can either change it to low in case you're using a lower end device, like I'm actually using. The accuracy level as well can be changed to high, normal, or extremely low. Now, there's also controls, which I also forgot to remind you in the control section. Here, you can even map out your buttons. By simply pressing here, you have to move a joystick or a button or a D-pad. This can be actually very useful in case you are using a gamepad which is connected to your phone. Unfortunately, I will not be using a gamepad, but instead using the on-screen control buttons because I don't have a gamepad. You can also this will also apply to also many of the analog sticks and D-pads, and as well as the buttons. Connected means a control that means now the touchscreen controls will be shown. Also, you can maybe use this in case you are using a gamepad or I just don't know. Auto mapper controller, input mapping filter, any which actually says here the vibration level can be changed in case you don't really like it. Like because this setting here, use system vibrator, doesn't work very well. So what I recommend do is you change the level to low. When I mean by low, zero. Now here are my games. As you can see, I have Sonic Mania and Sonic 2 Sega Ages. To get your Switch ROM, you can always search up an NSP file. Where I recommend going is to Romspedia, which I actually used to get Sonic Mania. I'll only be going showing you a few um I'll only be showing you just how this game works. So I'll just be showing. As you can see here, here is the settings, which I actually forgot to mention. Each game as well has a setting. You can go to graphics. You can even change the aspect ratio. You can change it either to many like the one I'll actually now be using is specifically 16.1. As you can see, it's not cool enough in case you don't like it. As you can see, my game is suffering because of a buffering red screen issue. To fix it, I'll change the speed of my game up to 200 and maybe 4. As you can see, that maybe have fixed the problem. As you can see, the game is not running so well. I'll now be trying to edit the speed. I've now made it a little bit higher. Let's see if it works. I'll be skipping this cutscene. Quick note, I won't be showing too much gameplay, so just keep in mind of that. I'll only do it on maybe if I reach the next checkpoint or so. And quick side note, in case you're also using a low-end device, I don't recommend you run games like Super Mario Deluxe in case your phone could possibly crash like I did. I tried running the game but it didn't work. So I recommend you try installing low-end games like Sonic Mania. I'm not going to be showing too much gameplay because For whatever reason, some people have issues because if they're going to be making videos, gameplay slows down. But I actually hope you enjoyed this video. For setting up Nyushu emulator. Bye.